So I'm going to take the air box off, 8mm socket, or a flathead screwdriver. I'll take that right out of the way. I'm going to go down here to the mass airflow sensor. I'm going to squeeze that tab and pull the connector off, set that aside. Then I'm just going to pop the tabs, pull that forward, disconnect it here, lift that right up out of the way. I'm going to pull the plug wires off one at a time, but I'm going to mark them with a Sharpie. So on a Subaru boxer engine, this is 1 on the passenger side in the front, 1 and 3, and over there is 2 and 4. So I'm going to follow that wire right from the front cylinder, bring it around, goes right here, and I'm just going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to put a 1 right on it. Now I can disconnect it and set it aside. And I know this is 3, so I'm just going to pull it off and put a 3, which I know it's going to be the second wire over here because of the 1. The same over here. I got the top wire. I'm going to follow that over and see that it goes down to cylinder 2. I'm going to pop that right off, and I will put a 2 right on that. Set that aside. And then the last one will be cylinder 4, which you can bring your hand down around the back here. Set that aside. Now with a 1/4" 10mm socket deep, I'm just going to break these 3 mounting bolts free. You have 2 on the top, then this 1 on the bottom. There is not an inner one. Take those off by hand. 10mm short socket. Back all 3 bolts off. The last thing we have to do once we get this bolt out is disconnect the electrical connector. And we see that tab right there. I'm just going to squeeze that tab and pull. So I've got the new coil. Just gonna, the bolts won't come out. It's nice. They're kind of tabbed in there. Make sure the connector's in good shape. All the tabs look good. Line it up and close it. Usually you'll hear a click, but this one the tab is broken, so you're not going to hear a click on that one. Line up the mounting bolts. Just bottom them out. So you just want to snug it down. There's no torque specs for the coil. Make sure they just 1/4 turn once they bottom out. Tighten the last one. Now we can grab our plug wires. This is 4. That's a bottom one, the back side. Bring your hand around back. Make sure that electrode's in the center. You'll feel it pop right on. Clip right in. Cylinder 2, do the same thing. Then we're going to come over here. We got 3, and that's the bottom. And cylinder 1, that's the top one. Now I'm going to take the air box. I'm going to put these 2 tabs in the bottom. This hose was going to go into that connector once you get the tabs down there. There we go. Lock those tabs in. Now we can put this air hose on. Line that notch up with that. And I have a 8mm socket. I'm going to snug it up. I'm just going to make sure it's seated. Connect that. And put these hoses down here.